My name is Kelly Loubet. Everyday Childhood is my blog, and I throw on media. And you can find me on Twitter at Childhood. And I like events, and I like social media, and I like social media events. So I'm going to tell you today how you can use live events to promote your small business. Just a little background about me, because I'm a mom, and I'm a writer, and I'm a speaker all over the country at different venues, speaking on writing pitches, on how to grow communities, how to use social media, all those things. And I'm a friend. I'm your friend. So I started with my family blog, and I also do a live web series still currently, which is a lot of fun. And I started doing these live events, and it was very small. Maybe 5 people would show up. My mom, and I started tweeting about it and putting it on Facebook and approaching brands that I worked with on my blog. And all of a sudden, restaurants started calling me and saying, hey, would you bring your group of, now it was 30 people, to my restaurant? And then it was 60 people, and then it was 100 people, and our last event had over 100 people, and this one coming up tomorrow night could have 200 people, but they've capped us, and so I had to cut it off. But part of it is because of Mom It Forward, which is a charitable group of moms who donate their time. So one great way I'll go into later on in my presentation is working with charities. Speaking at conferences is my real job. This is I call it my real life job, because doing events and things I love to do on the weekend and in the evenings. I'm the director of marketing. They call it social community marketing for a firm in New York City. So that's where you get my clout right there. I have a real life job where I market to people like ConAgra and Hershey's and huge enterprises. But my real love is here in Phoenix with small businesses and helping them to grow and building community, which is what it's all about. So this is a cartoon that I really like. He says, I must dash. I want to spend some time on my social networking websites. So he's at this live event, but he's going to take off because he needs to spend time online. When in reality, here we are at a social networking event. You can be on your phone and telling your friends, hey, I'm at an event. Brian's going to talk a little bit later about location-based platforms where a lot of us, I think I had seen 5 people check in on Foursquare here at this event when I checked in. So you're letting your friends know where you are, and maybe they might come track you down and see what you're doing. That's happened before. So I thought that was kind of funny, because live blogging on Twitter is becoming really popular. So that's a great way to promote your business. Hey, I'm somewhere, and you should come check it out. And it's real time, and everybody's really interested about it. So live events will showcase your storefront, your brand, or your product. It's one of my points tonight. They'll also put samples in the hands of your customers. Live events can make a difference in your community. They'll expose your company to a new audience, so not just your current customers, but brand new customers, and that's the point, is to spread your word to as many possible people as you can. Whether they're local, for some of you it matters if they're only local people, but some of you want national customers. Maybe you have mail order, maybe you have a service that you can send to them. Maybe you're a destination. Maybe you hold the best massage in all of the world and you want them to come to you. And that's a great thing that live events intertwined with social media can do for you. And live events, most importantly, they're going to allow you to meet your customer face-to-face, which is a great statistic I have coming up about the value of face-to-face contact versus online contact and how the two meet. So integrated with social media, you're going to be able to reach customers outside of your local area that might not know about you. So the first point is using your storefront as a venue. It's going to expose your location. So Your customer might not even know where your storefront is. Maybe they've only ordered from you online. Maybe they've only seen you at a marketplace. They don't know where your actual storefront is. So opening up your doors is going to allow them to find you. And maybe they got a flyer. I know that Rebecca, they have the mixed martial art or the martial arts studio. So maybe they had done a canvassing of flyers, which can be great. And somebody sees it, I'm going to stop by there sometime. But Rebecca decides to hold an event. Now they're really going to stop by. They're going to see the layout of the place. They're going to get to try some of the equipment and really get a feel for her storefront. That allows them to see merchandise firsthand. If you have a retail store, they're going to see your displays. They're going to smell your scents. They're going to taste your foods. And also, if you chose to rent out a space, using your own storefront as a venue is going to save you that rental space, because there are places, I'll just use the herb box for an example. They might want to hold a tasting. They might decide to rent a space to hold their tasting, but the best place to have their tasting would be right in their own restaurant, so people can show up and experience the herb box firsthand. Your website and commercials and print ads are only going to show your customers so much. This cartoon says, how do I know your company is environmentally friendly? And he says, the wording, the typeface, and the pictures of nature in our brochure. So, I mean, that's only going to tell a customer so much to see your little recycle symbol. They're going to know you're earth friendly, but by being at an event that you're at, it's going to give them a chance to really be hands-on and see who you are. It's putting your product in the hands of your customers. And if you don't have a product, it's putting your service in the hands of your customers too. It works the same way. Maybe you have a service and you can give coupons or, a sample of our service. So it's allowing them to try your product or service before they actually buy it. It gives them something to take home. And with my events, this is a really big deal. We call them swag bags. And believe me, brands will send me, my garage right now for tomorrow night is full of boxes of brands that want their things in our swag bag because they know the moms are going to take them home. They're going to keep the coupons that are relevant to them. They're going to sample the lotions and whatever, eat the chocolates, all those things. So they get to take it home and it makes them happy. Even if it's not a sample of your product, maybe it's a thumb drive, like a USB that they can stick in their computer and use, but it has your logo on it. They just took something home and it made them happy and it has your brand on it and they're really excited. And this will encourage word of mouth because they will tell their friends. They will. It's just the nature of women in particular. We like to tell other people what we like and what we don't like. And believe me, they will tell you what they don't like as well. And if you participate in social media, you can see that. So this had the F word in it as well. But I bleeped it out for you. You want to make a difference in your community. You don't want to be that company where they're whispering to their friend that they hear that nobody gives a bleep there. You want to be the company that says, hey, we do care about our neighborhood. We do care about the kids. We do care about pollution. Whatever your cause, whatever you're passionate about, you can tie it to your company. You don't have to be some big cause affiliated company. You can be the martial arts company that wants to save the whales. You can be that. And you just invite people to your space and it shows your community that you care. It gives the media something to talk about. And this is a big deal. Merlin touched on this. You can reach out to media through LinkedIn. You can tweet at them directly at Twitter. There's tons of media people on Twitter that are interactive with their followers, and you can say, hey, we have this event going on. We're having a book drive. Is there something that you might be able to talk about? Can you come out? Can you bring a crew? A lot of times they're looking for fluff pieces, they call them. And if you're doing something valuable to your community, it's worth talking about. And you can also get valuable tax refunds for your business by participating with charities. So, growing your audience. This cartoon, everybody's standing outside and this person's inside. I'm trying to add more friends to Facebook. But really, when you have an event, the most valuable way you can collect and grow your audience is get their information. So once you have their information, you can grow your audience and get more friends. You want to live stream from your event. You can reach a whole national audience. This is something that we do at all of the mom events, is because I have followers that are moms, and a lot of my guests will have followers that are moms or other women, and they can't be there, but they feel like they are because they're watching. And we'll do giveaways online, on the chat, on Twitter, so they really feel like they're part of the group and they're viewing, and it's exposing your company. Now, Facebook users are not necessarily Twitter users. So by having your brand on different platforms and integrating them, you're reaching different audiences. I know for a fact Facebook users are not Twitter users. They're just not. They don't care about Twitter. They don't want to hear about Twitter. They want to go on. They want to read blog posts. They want to look at pictures. They want to share something that they read, like Merlin touched on. But Twitter users are usually Facebook users because Twitter users are just more social. They want to share everything. So you want to reach different audiences. And then this tool I particularly am a big fan of is Eventbrite. It allows you to do promo codes. It allows you to set prices for different. I think all of you logged in through Eventbrite to come to this event, so you could choose member or non-member, if you're paying cash, if you're paying barter. And the great thing about Eventbrite is it collects all of the info, collects all their emails, which is so valuable. You can send out email blasts. If I wanted to, I could have sent you all, hey, don't forget to come to the barter group event tonight. It's all in a little list. And it also collects your RSVPs, which is really great too. And it sends them reminder tickets if they have to print out a ticket. I can't remember if we did that or not, but I really like Eventbrite. So here is some statistics of FaceTime versus screen time, meaning your face in front of a screen. Clearly, people prefer face-to-face. And you're probably saying, oh my gosh, that's terrible for social media. Why would I even want to be involved in social media? Well, 9% of the people that responded to this said that they are addicted to social media, meaning that they will go to events and they will check in, and those people are the people that you're reaching. They're your most active customer. They're your most sharing customer, if that makes sense. So even though people prefer face-to-face, you also want to reach those who are addicted to social media and tie it in with your event. So you're meeting face-to-face and you're sharing it with your online audience at the same time. So studies show that nothing beats face-to-face engagement with your customer, and I think that we all know that being able to talk to somebody about your brand or your company definitely comes across better than you just hand them a pamphlet. Although I will throw in there, don't toss email totally out the window. I just did a speaking engagement on the millennials, which is 18 to 25, and 95% of that age group opt into newsletters via email, which I thought was pretty interesting. Just a bonus fact for you right there. So don't toss out email, but again, just as I said with Eventbrite, you send reminders, you send newsletters, things like that. Brian's going to talk about geo-specific tools, which is going to allow others at your event to tell their friends where they are and invite them if they're able, or just say, hey, I had a really great time. And an event is going to attach a real person to your brand or your product. So Sue is not just, there's not just Arbonne, it's not just random health supplies and vitamins. There's Sue, and we like Sue, and she's happy, and she makes us feel welcome and want to buy Arbonne. So integrating and promoting your event. This is a mom yelling at her son. Would it kill you to update your Twitter status if you're going to stay out so late? And this is the truth. This is where we are today. People are updating their Twitter. Where are they? They're updating their Facebook. Where are they? They're writing blog posts, at least for my events. I would say a good 75% have blogs. Women love to blog. The ones that I'm involved in do. And they may only share it with family and friends, but they're sharing it with those people. And those people want to hear about you. So telling people where they are, integrating on all these platforms is going to reach all of these people. Using one common RSVP link. Don't get crazy with your RSVP. Don't be like, call me, email me, click this link, like my Facebook page if you're coming. If you're going to do a Facebook invite, then do a Facebook invite. Don't start doing different places. It's going to confuse people. It's going to get messy. So stick to one common RSVP link. If you have a blog post, which I love when businesses have blogs, by the way, I'll just throw that out there. You can put a blog post. We're having a great event. Click here to RSVP. So make sure all your people are being pointed to one place. And partner with a like-minded community group. I'm not saying you would have to partner with me, but a lot of companies want to partner with me, so I'll bring my group of women to their business. Your target audience may not be women. So if your target audience is children, you might want to talk to a local play group. If you look online, there's play groups everywhere. If your target audience is men, you want to find out where are the men hanging out online, what are they doing. If they're the sports bar, maybe you and a sports bar could get together or something. I don't know anything about men, clearly. But the point is, partner with something that you can benefit with somebody else. I partner with a group of playgroup moms, and so that's mutually beneficial to me because they bring women to my events. So think of somebody you could partner with and promote each other. So I know that was really short, wasn't it? If you have questions or want to know more about different groups that you might be able to partner with, I have a lot of resources outside of my own group. I know a lot of charitable groups, a lot of restaurants, a lot of storefronts that are looking to partner with people to bring traffic in. I would be totally happy to share that info with you. Okay, well, I really appreciate you having me here. If you follow me on Twitter, I mostly talk about dropping my pen down the toilet and how far down it went. But if you follow me professionally, it's at social number 2 letter B, social 2B, and you'll hear marketing randomness, facts, things. But I'm a lot more fun on childhood. Thanks.